Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take all of my lip products and do lip swatching comparisons of the formula and the colors and see how they work. My focus is almost always on eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. My whole channel is about eyeshadow related things, but sometimes I like to complement my eyes with a little bit of color on my lips. It's mainly lip oils and glosses and stuff. I don't actually own any lipsticks. This is just like a little bit of a tint. And so if you're interested in seeing what I've got and how they compare to each other, then don't go anywhere. If you haven't been here before, hello and welcome. My name is Rachel. I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom who loves to play with colorful eyeshadow. So if you want to see more colorful content on your timeline, anything related to eyeshadow and occasionally lips or something like that, then I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing. I try to upload about 3 videos a week, and you can find me on Instagram at Shimmers and Silver. Now, let's get into these swatches. Now, I've decided to do my swatches in based off of product and color order, so that we're working with the lightest swatches first and the colors, and then we're going to the darker and darker, because I have a couple in here that are more burgundy. So that's my plan. Okay, so I actually just remembered that I own one lipstick, and it's because it got sent to me as part of a sample for something. I don't even remember when. It's a Marc Jacobs lipstick, and I forgot to grab it this morning. It's like this big. I never use it. I have always found that lipsticks really dry out my lips. I usually have pretty dry lips anyway. So I don't want to add more dryness to them because I don't like the way that it feels. I don't like the way that it transfers when I go for a drink or something. So generally what I do is just chapstick, or like tinted chapsticks, or lip stains, or Colourpop has some lip oil that I'll talk about today. So this video is not going to be the hyper pigmented, hyper glossy, or matte lipstick. It's not going to be really thick formulas generally. It'll be pretty low key, just little tints on your lips. And I'm going to start with the basic Vaseline. This adorable little thing is called Lip Therapy, and it's just a tinted Vaseline. It's called Rosy Lips for soft pink lips. And what I like about this sort of thing is that it's just, first off, Vaseline is really good for dry lips, which I have most of the year. It's really smooth, it's really creamy, it feels nice on the skin, and it doesn't leave a super gross like lip mark. I used to work in catering, and I always thought it was the grossest thing when you would pick up somebody's empty glass and you'd see these lip stains all around the edges of it. Like, I don't know, it was just gross, you know? So this sort of thing like Vaseline, it's really hydrating and it's really smooth and creamy, and it feels good on the skin any time of year. And it's also, if you find that this is not enough, because this is just a tint, it's called Rosy Lip. So it's just a very, very slight color. And so if you find that this is not enough, this is a great base for anything else. You could use a base like this and then put lipstick on top. And I think it's just a nice and pretty hydrating and kind of plumping feeling. I do like it. I like how it adds just a little hint of color and a bit of shine. And it's very simple. It's just Vaseline, but I like it. The next thing that I have is a Burt's Bees product. This is their Moisturizing Lip Balm in the shade color flavor Pomegranate. So again, it's just a tinted chapstick. I like that the packaging, first off, I like this kind of packaging. I grew up using Carmex, which originally came in the little pots. They were little metal pots. They have the yellow cover with red lettering and then the little white pot. It was very exciting to me when they moved to the tubes. I still have a couple in the tubes. And then finally they moved to this format, which was great because I would always carry Carmex in my pocket. And the little pots, as much as I liked them, were the most irritating thing to carry in your pocket, especially because girls' pockets suck. But anyway, I like this kind of applicator for chapstick. It's just compact, it fits in your pocket, it fits in your purse, it's easy. You can throw it in your car, they're great. So this is Burt's Bees Moisturizing Lip Balm in the shade Pomegranate. You see the color pretty much matches the cover. And that's nice too, because when you're buying it in the store or when you're looking for it from among your stash, you can see exactly what you're gonna get. And this one, I find that I really like Burt's Bees products for the same reason as the Vaseline. They just feel nice. They feel very moisturizing, and it's long lasting. It's not like a lip gloss that's gonna fade away in the first 10 minutes of wearing it. It stays for a while. And I like this this particular shade because it's, again, just a little bit of a tint, a little bit of pinkness, but nothing too crazy. Nothing, like, I could wear this shade with almost any eye look and it's not gonna clash. I have a few in here that would clash, and I will get to those next. But I like the Burt's Bees formula. It's very smooth. It feels nice. It feels hydrating. And they have this in lots of different shades and flavors. You know, they've got mango and cucumber mint. They have a bunch. This is the one I pulled out for today because it had the tint to it. But I like the formula. It's really comfortable. Staying within the Burt's Bees family, I have 3 of these lip shimmers. These also come in lots of different colors, as you can see. I've got this color here, which is called Grapefruit. And it's kind of like a light pink. These are lip shimmers, so they have just a little bit of glittery aspect to them. Not glitter, but just a little bit of sparkle. So there's Grapefruit, and then I have this one here that's more of a caramelly kind of brown, and it's called Caramel. There you go. And then this one right here is a deeper purple color, and it's called Watermelon. So let's start with Grapefruit. This is the color. And this one doesn't add a lot of color to the lip. It's a very, very light, neutral sort of pink. I find that I like this shade for much lighter looks. It's kind of a baby pink almost. Honestly, I haven't worn these lip shimmers in quite a while. These were in my purse, and I had a baby almost a year ago, and I have not used my purse in almost a year. I think I've used it 3 times since I had my baby, because everywhere I go, the baby comes with me, and the diaper bag comes with me, and my wallet and keys just live in my diaper bag. So I haven't actually used my purse in ages, and I'd forgotten about these lip shimmers until I decided to do this video. I like the lip shimmers. It's definitely not as moist of a formula as the Burt's Bees Moisturizing Balm or the Vaseline. This is definitely more of a color-based product and less moisturizing. It still is moisturizing, but it doesn't go on as smoothly. It's got a little bit more texture to it, which is probably the shimmer. And it obviously has a more opaque color payoff. So this is the shade Grapefruit. The next one that I'll swatch from that same brand, the Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer, is the shade Caramel. And you'll see this one is a lot more brown. I like this one for more natural eyeshadow looks, because it's just, I guess it would be considered more of a neutral. Like the other one was more, I don't know, Barbie doll pink-ish. Again, in the lowest key sort of sense. But this is definitely more neutral and brown based. And it works with the more earthy colors. You know, I'm not gonna pair Baby Doll Pink with the Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay. This would be a much better pairing for that palette. So this is the shade Caramel. And the last one of the Burt's Bees lip shimmers that I want to swatch today is called Watermelon. I was a little bit disappointed in this shade because when I thought of the color Watermelon, I was thinking more of a light pink. And I should have known, because the color generally matches the cover, which I appreciate. It doesn't really make me think of watermelon. I don't think I would have named this one Watermelon. I probably would have named it, I don't know, something a little bit more berry-ish, because you can see this is a much darker shade and it's got more purple in it. But I think that this one might be the most flattering on my skin tone out of the 3, because it does have a bit of a purple pinky, but not a light bubblegum pink. So this is the Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in the shade Watermelon. I actually really liked that one. That one was quite pretty. Now I'm going to talk about Colourpop Lip Oils, which is so far one of my favorite formulas that I've ever tried when it comes to lip gloss and stuff. Generally, I avoid lip gloss because I find them to be really goopy and sticky, and I don't like it when I, put my lips together and they stick together. So it's, I don't like that. I don't want that. I want it to be hydrating and moisturizing and smooth and give me a little bit of shine and then just forget that it's there. So the Colourpop Lip Oils, I have 2, and I forgot to grab the second one, but this is the shade Smirk, and it's almost just, it's just a neutral, very, very light pink with kind of brown undertones. I also have the shade Hey, which is a lot more purple. But again, these are lip oils. It's just a very light tint of color, so even the one that is more purple is still not very purple. It's just a little bit different. These have a nice doe foot applicator, and I like the formula of the Colourpop Lip Oil a lot. And it's not that expensive. I think they're $6 or $8. It's really not bad for a lip color. I really like this formula. It's very, very smooth and creamy. It's like it's like having melted butter on your lips. It's very, I mean, it's a lip oil. It's really comfortable and it's not drying in any way. And I like that it adds just a tint, just a little bit, nothing crazy. It can work with a lot of different eyeshadow looks. In fact, this is the first video where I've ever talked about lip color, aside from me saying, and I'm wearing a Colourpop lip oil on my lips. And in every video that I've done on YouTube, if I have anything on my lips other than simply chapstick, it's a Colourpop lip oil. I do have a few others now that I'll probably be throwing into my bag just so that I can have some different tints for my eye looks to match a little bit better, but I do really, really like the Colourpop lip oil. It's very comfortable. So this is the Colourpop lip oil in the shade Smirk. Okay, now we're moving on to a totally different product. This is the Wet n Wild Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse. And I got it in this strange orange color for a very specific reason. Colourpop makes a lip oil called Hot Spark, and it is a lip oil, the formula that I really like, but it's got a more orangey tint to it. And every time I use an eyeshadow look that has more orange or red or the Lush Life palette from Colourpop, I always want just a hint of orange on my lip because I think that it would complement very nicely, and I don't have that. And I only had the two lip oils, so I'd always use the lighter pinkish one just to get a bit of shine and gloss, and it didn't really add any color. And then I've discovered a new trick lately where if I really want to change my lip color, I'll put on my lip oil and then I'll dip into one of the eyeshadows that I used, like the more prominent color that I want to transfer onto my lips, and I just pat the powder onto my lip, and that brings in color. I've done that a few times, it works just fine, but I wanted a lip oil with that orange cast to it. But I wasn't gonna make a Colourpop order and pay the shipping just for lip oil, so next time I make a Colourpop order, I'll get that lip oil, but it's gonna be a while. But anyway, I was at Walmart yesterday and I ended up getting 3 different lip products, and this is the first of those 3. And I grabbed this orangey color because I really wanted to try something that was a little bit more affordable. This was $3, I think, like $2.97, I don't know. It wasn't expensive. And I was at Walmart and I didn't have to pay shipping if I'm there, right? So this is the Cloud Pout from Wet n Wild. Marshmallow Lip Cream is what they call it. Sorry, Marshmallow Lip Mousse. And this is the shade Sugarholic. Now this one also has a doe foot type applicator. This applicator itself is actually quite a nice shape on the lips. Yesterday I put this on my lips and I was like, yikes! Because, I mean, it's an orange lip, basically. And because I almost never do anything with my lips, to see them orange was a little bit shocking. But it's not in your face. It's not like a crazy bold neon orange. It's just a tint. Now, this formula, I will say, is certainly not as moist or moisturizing or smooth as the Colourpop lip oil and as a couple of the others that I've used today. This one is more drying. You can see it's not nearly as high of a shine. It's definitely more matte. It's not the best. It's not as comfortable. It's a little bit sticky. I know for sure that it's not gonna last long on my lips. It doesn't feel like it's soaking into my skin. It's just sort of sitting on top. And I think that it would quickly and easily transfer onto anything that I would use, you know, any glass to drink from. But the color itself is really not that bad as long as I do like one coat and I don't keep piling it on. And I think I will enjoy using it for when I want just a bit of orange on my lip, and I'll get, you know, if it's too much then I can always put another color on top of it and meet somewhere in the middle. But I think that this is kind of a nice and simple and cheap solution for wanting a bit of orange on my lips. So this is the Cloud Pout from Wet n Wild. The other 2 items that I bought from Walmart yesterday were the NYX Butter Gloss, and I'm gonna swatch this one first because it's a lighter shade. This is the shade Peaches and Cream. When I was standing in the aisle, I was just trying to remember the colors that I had in my collection, which at that time I was basically remembering the 2 Colourpop lip oils. And so I thought that this Peaches and Cream shade would be a much brighter pink. So depending on the look and the colors that I was using, I would have more of a Barbie or bubblegum pink in a different formula. And get my hair. It's lovely to get lip gloss in your hair. A different formula than the Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer. And I was kind of grabbing some of the cheapest options to see what might be a very affordable solution. So this is the Butter Gloss from NYX. It goes on really smoothly. It has another of the doe foot applicators, although much smaller, not quite as comfortable, not as padded feeling. I think it's nice though. It has a smooth and creamy formulation. It's quite comfortable on the lips. It's not super sticky and I don't feel like my lips are, you know, sticking together. I like it. It's not amazing. It's nothing to write home about, but it's a nice lip gloss formula that's not really goopy. So this is the Butter Gloss in the shade, what did I say? Peaches and Cream. Peaches and Cream. And then the other butter gloss that I got was Cranberry Pie, a much deeper, more burgundy color. So let's see how this one looks. These definitely do have a thicker formula. It is certainly more a lip gloss feeling kind of thing, but it's really not that bad as far as being really sticky or goopy or sticking together. I think they're a pretty decent formula. They are comfortable and smooth. And I like the color payoff without the dryness that I've always experienced with lipstick. I know these days lipsticks come in so many different formulas. A lot of them are more hydrating, so I know that lipstick has developed and come a long way since when I first tried it. Just still, even throughout the years, I haven't ever found a lipstick that didn't feel very dry to me. So this one has more of the color payoff of lipstick, but it's still a smooth and creamy formula, and it's quite comfortable. So this is the Butter Gloss from NYX in the shade Cranberry Pie. Between each of these, I'm wiping my lips off with a baby wipe, and I think it's actually doing quite a good job of taking off the product without making my lips really irritated. Go baby wipes. All right, I've got two more things to try out here. Let's see what they are. I'm gonna start off with another Burt's Bees product. This is the Tinted Lip Oil. I think this might be the first time I tried a lip oil, and it's in the shade Showering Sunset. This is what the packaging looks like. It's a much longer package, obviously. And oh, that's right. It's kind of a liquid because it's an oil, and it's one of those like twisty things to get the product pushed up into the brush tip. So it's been a while since I used this one. I'd forgotten about it. I need more. Ah, too much. You can actually see it coming up out of the top. This is gliding on very smoothly as well. It feels more like I'm painting my lips because of the brush tip. I don't hate it. This is certainly less of an opaque coverage. I like the formula once it's on my lips. It kind of has a very, very, very slight grainy texture, but that might not be fair because I've tried like 9 products on so far. That might be left over from something else. I'm thinking particularly the Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer, which does have a slight grainy quality to it. This could just be left over from that, and maybe it's such a thin formula that it doesn't really cover it. But it goes on smoothly, it's creamy and comfortable. I will say I don't love the brush applicator. It works, it does the job quite nicely, but I think personally I prefer the doe foot applicator just for comfort and ease of use. But this is nice, and it's a good size. You can throw it in your car or your purse or your glove box or whatever. So this is the Showering Sunset shade of Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Oil. I feel like there was basically no difference for that color on my own lips. It felt like pretty much a nude on my skin or on my lips. But I'm pretty sure that formula comes in a lot of different colors. I don't remember. It's been quite a while since I bought it, so I don't remember for sure, but I would be surprised if it didn't come in a lot of colors. And then finally, this is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon, right here. And I remember this one being quite pigmented as well. This one has a retractable tip. It's a lot more stubby. It doesn't have the precision that you might want to get like the Cupid's bow area. I don't worry too much about that. Generally, in case you haven't noticed, I put the color on my bottom lip and then I just, push my lips together to smooth it in. This ink crayon is much more of an opaque coverage. This one definitely feels like I'm putting on and wearing a lipstick, and it has like the drying sort of quality that I feel lipstick brings. It feels a lot more like a lipstick and less of a hydrating kind of product. It obviously, as you can see, offers a lot more color payoff, a lot more pigmentation. This is the sort of thing that could easily transfer onto your teeth if you're not careful. But it certainly makes a statement. It's a flattering color. I like it. It's really weird for me to see myself wearing these like lip colors basically, because I have been a lip gloss or a chapstick girl for most of my life. My sister likes to wear lipstick, but it's just never really been my thing. I've never enjoyed wearing it. I really don't like the super deep or unusual lipstick colors. I don't like black lipstick. I don't like the weird green, blues, and yellow lipsticks. I don't like the odd lipstick colors. I like a more downplayed lip. I never wear red. It's just not my thing. My interest is absolutely 100% in the eyeshadow, but I like to have occasionally a bit of a lip color that just matches and, you know, helps tie the rest of the face into the eyes. Whatever helps enhance the eyes, I am on board. So it's really weird for me to see myself wearing a lipstick like this that very much accentuates the lips. I don't love my lips. I wish that they were fuller. I feel like they're a little bit thin, and having something which very much accentuates the lips without plumping or, you know, building up in some way, I think it makes me feel a bit self-conscious, because I feel like I'm drawing attention to an area that I feel a little bit less confident in. I don't know, it's a new experience for me to see this kind of opaque and very pigmented color on my lips. I like this one. It's okay. It's not my favorite for sure, because this one does feel more like a lipstick. It doesn't feel as moist and smooth. It feels more dry. However, I think because it feels more matte, it might not transfer onto a drinking glass in quite the same way or quite the quantity that an oil or more of a lip gloss would transfer. So I guess it's, you know, a little of this, a little of that. Anyway, so that's my video on all of the lip products that I own, except for that little Marc Jacobs sample that I have somewhere. I might have thrown it away. I don't remember. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and until we see each other again, hope you have a great day. Bye. Walmart yesterday were the Nyx Butter Gloss. Okay, so again, I don't actually own any lipsticks. Oh wait, no, that's not true.